What is up, everybody, and welcome to another Dying Light 2 video. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most important things about the game, and one thing that's going to make your gameplay easier, smoother, and better. That is knowing what mods to apply to your weapons. Which ones are the best? We got a couple. Which ones should you actually focus on upgrading, and which ones should you kind of just dismiss and not upgrade at all? Today we're going to be covering all that, so if all of this sounds like something you're definitely interested, a like would be greatly appreciated. It does help us out with the algorithm, so I really appreciate it if you guys definitely drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay up to date to more Dying Light 2 content. And let's talk about mods. So for those of you who don't know or might be new to the game, whenever you go to your weapons, you're going to notice that there are little circles around your weapons. This determines how many mods you're able to apply to your weapons. It is common knowledge, but I just wanted to point it out for all you new players out there. Now, there are different types of mods we could apply to these, and this is what makes this a little bit more difficult to understand due to the fact that there's a couple mods and we don't know which mods are better than which, right? So let's talk about one of the things that probably gets a little bit overlooked, and it's something I did want to point out. So there are three different types of mods. There are power mods. As you see right there, if you see the writing underneath the bar, it says power mods. Power mods are pretty much charge attacks that are held by RT to activate. So if we go to our skill menu, and you're going to notice that we have the power mod or the power attack. When you perform this power attack, then you're going to be able to trigger that mod. That mod does not get triggered unless you do a power attack. So it's something you got to know, because, I mean, some of you might be applying mods and you're like, how come it's not working? I did want to point this information out to you guys so you guys know exactly what's going on. So power mods, anytime you see power mods, those are only activated when you actually do a power attack. Next up, guys, we have the crit mods. Now, crit mods, these are really awesome because these will get activated when you crit hit an enemy. So, anytime you crit hit an enemy, it's going to give and create a spark. Now, what makes these awesome is that these actually enhance your crit chance. So, your crit chance, even though you're not hitting the, let's say the crit spot is the head, and you want to make sure you get multiple hits if you hit someone on the shoulder, then this mod will also enhance that crit chance and make that a wider radius of you applying a crit shot. So you notice this particular weapon, which I fully upgraded, has a crit chance of 25%, which is pretty good because that means I'm going to actually be applying this mod more often than not. Alright, so the last mod we're going to be talking about is the blast mod. Now, the blast mod is actually pretty interesting because this will only apply when you actually charge your weapon, and you activate it by holding RT plus A when you're ready. So basically what this will allow you to do, it lets you shoot this little blast radius that applies either fire, ice, or whatever element you have applied to it to that specific weapon. It's actually pretty cool, but this particular one is on a cooldown, so you're not going to be able to spam this repetitively. This will go on an active cooldown, allowing you to apply this mod only for a certain period of time. Now, what makes this particular mod better than a lot of them is the fact that if there's a big group around you and you apply, let's say, this fire mod, it's going to pretty much consume anybody in its radius, plus it also pushes them back, which makes it even more effective. In addition to that, guys, the higher you level this up, the faster the cooldown is going to be. For example, this one right here has a total of 60-second cooldown, which is really fun and really easy. Now that we talked about the different types of mods, I'm going to tell you guys the ones you probably shouldn't be wasting your time on. So, let's go back here. So, for example, guys, the power mod, I would probably skip power mods, and I think the best one out of all of them is definitely the crit mod. The reason why is because you're going to be proccing that mod more often, and in addition to that, it gives you a multiplier of allowing to that crit mod to be applied whether you're actually even hitting that crit spot. My number two, guys, would definitely have to be these ones right here, which are going to be the blast mods. These work really effective. Let's say there's a big amount of enemy. You actually go ahead and hit them with a crit shot. Let's say you have the shock activated, which we'll talk about different mods and which ones are the best. And you hit them with a little bit of fire of the blast mod. Does a really good ton of damage with that nice combo. So now that you understand the different types of mods, let's talk about which ones are the best ones. Alright, so now that we understand that, let's go ahead and talk about what are the actual best mods themselves. Because we got a couple, guys. We got Frost, we got Bane, we got Flame, we got Avalanche, we got Slaughter, we got Inferno, Spark, Venom, Fling. There's a lot of them, guys. There's Lightning, we got Acid, we also have, I think I already mentioned Venom, and Blaze. and flame and fling and all that stuff. So let's talk about the ones I would recommend you guys automatically X. Like, alright, so you guys should definitely X pretty much the acid ones, the venom ones. They're still doable and workable, but I tested out these guys, and I mean, the stuff that you get back from these, I would probably just, not upgrade them. Don't waste your money on this. I already wasted my money. I already upgraded them. And I can tell you right now off the bat, do not waste your money on acid or anything that's toxic. Make sure you guys keep it out. The next time, guys, we're going to be talking about Blast Mod. Now, the Blast Mod is an interesting mod because what the Blast Mod does is that when you actually activate it, it will push enemies back. Now, at the early stages of the game, there's a very helpful mod because it helps you clear out a bunch of ads if you're getting pushed, if you're getting assaulted. Now, when you get to the higher tier, higher level enemies, this mod actually falls off. So I would probably say, mess around with it when you're starting the game. But once you get to the higher tiers, you're going to disregard that. So Toxic, remove that out of the way. Blast, remove that out of the way. Then we have, guys, this one which is called the Fire mod. We also have the Shock mod. And then we have the Freeze mod. Now, the Freeze mod, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even know why they put it in the game. Because it seems like all it does is just creates a little cloud of like frozen stuff. It doesn't freeze the enemies in place. It doesn't leave them frozen for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 second. Not even 1 millisecond, guys. So, guys, throw this in the trash. Don't even upgrade it. I upgraded it thinking that was going to get better by the time I upgraded it. But unfortunately, no bueno. Then we have the Bleed one. Once again, the Bleed one falls in the same line, guys, as the Acid and Toxics. They're pretty effective, pretty cool, but they do not compensate you wasting all your resources and leveling these up. Eventually, when the game gets a little bit more, more progression and you have everything that you need upgraded, you can come back and upgrade it and mess with these. But no, guys, I wasted a lot of money getting these to purple, and no bueno. Throw this away. Don't upgrade. Alright, so now let's talk about the ones you should upgrade. I find that the Spark one, guys, this is by far one of the best mods. A couple reasons. Number one, you're able to apply this with crit mods. Now, what makes this important is that anytime you do a crit and you do a crit chance, it's going to apply that. What it does, it staggers the enemy and it actually multiplies to other enemies. So not only will you be able to apply that electrical effect to the enemy that you actually hit, but it will actually chain to other enemies and apply it as well. Makes it really powerful, especially for controlling mods, and kind of negates this whole, blast mod and makes it really effective. The other one I recommend, guys, is the Fire mod. Now, the Fire mod, once again, it's on fire. It's a really, really good mod, and it's very similar to the Shock mod. The only difference is that this does not stagger enemies. It just pretty much puts down fire, puts everything on fire, and just consumes anything in its way. Really effective, really powerful mod. But to be honest, guys, and to be fair, the best mods right now that I personally have found are the Spark and the Fire mods. You can't go wrong with these. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Now, I'm going to let you guys know towards the end of the video what is the best combo setup I have to make the game super easy and fun. Now, for the grip mods. I tried Empowerment. Basically, what this makes your weapon heavier, but it increases your damage. I also messed around with Durability mod, which reinforces your weapon, lowering the amount of durability it loses with each strike. Now, both of these are really, really good. This one does make your weapon a little bit heavier, but it increases the damage output. Now, this is pretty good sometimes. What I would recommend, the best one that I found, apart from the one that you get from the dev room that gives you max durability for it, not durability, but makes the weapon unbreakable, the Reinforcement mod is the one I would recommend, due to the fact that with the Reinforcement mod, you're going to lower the amount of how long that weapon takes to actually get damage, but you do lose a little bit with the strike. And you're probably wondering, okay, well, I'm losing someone. Wouldn't the Empowerment mod be better because that means it's going to make my weapon have more damage? That would be technically yes, unless you didn't have any other mods applied here, because you want to make sure your weapon is more durable and that you are able to apply these type of mods in here so that these mods compensate for the damage that you're not able to output. So that is the best way to go about it as far as slots is concerned. So what makes the most powerful weapon? This is what makes the most powerful weapon in my personal opinion. There are two variants, but I'm going to give you the first one and then I'm going to give you guys the second one. So number one, guys, I would definitely put the Spark mod. Spark mod, amazing. And the cool thing is that you'll be able to apply this particular mod with crit shots. So you want to make sure you put that Spark mod. Now, one thing that the devs don't tell you is that these actually stack up. So if you have another spark mod that you're able to apply here with crit chance, I have 25 on this one and 25 on this one. So that means I get a total of 50% crit shot chance. So that means for every 2 hits that I get, it's going to be getting that applied. Now, in addition to that, it's also going to be applying the spark every single time with that crit shot. So these two stacked up makes it awesome. And then I'm going to apply the reinforcement mod. Now, with the reinforcement mod, it means my weapon's going to last a little bit longer, and I'm also going to be applying that as well. Now, for the charms, you could go any route. Of course, if you like a weapon, you could definitely just pop the charm from the dev one. But this is the best combo that I found that you guys should definitely use. For the tip, use a spark. For the staff, use a spark, crit shot, crit shot, crit shot. That is the best one, I think. Now, the other alternate route that you can go in case you don't have this one is use the fire blast mod, because what you could do is you could actually tag the enemy with the actual spark, keeping everybody chained in, and then hit them with the fire with the blast, not only pushing them back, but also setting them on fire as well. Or you could do another crit flame, which will apply the fire with the shock as well, with the crit. I think crit's the best way to go in the game. Now, if you do play stealthy, of course, I'll have a video in case you guys play range. What are the best mods for range weapons? But overall, in general, for the main melee weapons, that is the route you want to go. I do hope you found this video helpful and informative. It gives you a better idea of what mods to apply to your weapons and what to spend money and what not to spend money in. Plus, if you haven't checked out our video on how to upgrade these mods for free, definitely check it out. I'll link it down below in the description and also in the annotation. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like. It does help us out with the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe for more Dying Light 2 content. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.